Hi friends, Jay Eichmann, YouTube channel, Road Test Success. Very interesting situation happening on this test. Lots and lots of lane changes going on, which is a great test to observe. That is one of the critical areas on your test is lane changes. And this student is on the last intersection before the DMV and kind of panics here. So watch this, we have 2 lanes and now it changes into 3 lanes. This student ends up in the left lane, supposed to continue straight, and ends up in the left turn lane. What should you do?
Like the black car. Like the black car.
Yeah, I'm just in the wrong lane.
No, you was okay. You were alright.
And that is the last turn before the DMV. Let's back this up
Back to DMV.
and take a look at what's been going on in this drive test. Okay, so we're in what's called the pre-vehicle inspection here, the pre-drive checklist. This is pretty typical for most any state. They are going to do some sort of a pre-drive check to make sure your vehicle is safe for the road. Make sure you have all this in good working order.
Right signal. Left signal.
After the checklist is complete, they're going to give you some instructions
Turn your key off.
on how the test will go. They'll check with you to see if you have any questions, and there's nothing wrong with asking questions. And then you're going to actually start the driving portion of the test. If you're new to the channel, you'll notice we do things a bit differently here. The comment section is used as a forum for you to ask questions, get answers, and also get some encouragement. So comment your test date, and we'll wish you luck. So an interesting observation on the student, he thinks out loud.
Right?
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here.
It's one way. Good to go.
And I think that's probably a pretty good thing.
At the intersection, we'll make a left turn.
Alright, so here's a lane change, left turn, signal, check your mirrors, over the shoulder, go when safe. I think it's a good thing because the examiner has an idea of what you're thinking, and that actually I think helps the student in a few places on the test.
Yeah, feel free to open it back.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Alright, so lots of lane changes, and this is becoming a very big deal, especially if you're in some sort of an urban setting with bike lanes. A bike lane is a lane, so anytime you're going to change lanes and end up in a bike lane, you have to go through all of the same steps for any other lane change. We'll go through some of the more basic maneuvers here in this residential area, and then we'll get onto a boulevard.
Pull over to the right and stop. So this portion of your evaluation is backing. You're going to back your vehicle until I ask you to stop. Make sure we don't hit the curb or go over into the street. Do you have any questions?
Oh, no, makes sense.
Go ahead, right ahead. Straight up. And we'll stop. We're going to continue to try.
I'd like to give a thank you to this student for sharing their video. This channel is only possible because of generous students like this. If you'd like a chance to share your video and be paid for your dash camera, that is something that we offer. Check the details below the video or the banner card above. So you can see from the painted warnings on the street, we are in a school zone here, crosswalks, potentially children. And what you want to demonstrate and show to the examiner here is your alertness, your awareness of your situation and your surroundings. So you're checking mirrors,
we'll make a right turn.
You're scanning left, right, and you're just showing an overall awareness of your surroundings.
At the corner, we'll make a left turn.
So this student's doing a good job on their test. They've got a good examiner, and the student seems to have some pretty good driving skill. You know, there's so much to driving besides the actual physical act of driving. That's why I'm excited to talk about a partnership we've developed with Amazon and one of their best-selling driving books. One of the great things about this book is that you can actually get it for free with a subscription to Audible. So check out our driving book in the banner above. Everything that you need to know, but they failed to tell you
The corner, right
during your
turn.
driver training.
At the intersection, we'll make a left turn.
All right, interesting situation about to happen here, and this is where the out loud thinking of the student, I think, helps. We got a car directly across from us. Looks like they're in the left turn lane across from us. We're turning left. This is a intersection without a turn arrow, so we will have to yield to oncoming traffic. The light's about to turn green. You should enter the intersection when the light turns green. Just keep your wheels straight. The student does not, and that's okay. There may have been some deductions there for not entering into the intersection. But listen to how he talks it out so the examiner actually knows what's going on in his head.
We yield to that guy. Oh, he's not going there. Okay.
So I like it. The only thing I would change is that you should have entered the intersection, kept your wheels straight, and then see what the other drivers are doing. Notice he stays in his closest
At the
lane.
intersection, we're gonna make a right turn.
But that means he's immediately got some lane changes here. So be sure to check your shoulder, put your signal out. A lot of quick lane changes. Look, he's got another lane change. Check that shoulder again. Check your mirrors again. And another lane change, like a 3 in a row. Now in California, he could have actually taken that left-hand turn back there and came over a few lanes to the right. That's actually allowable. And in that situation, I'd probably say actually preferred. Did you notice how that car that was making that right-hand turn across from him actually figured that he'd be coming over lanes?
At the intersection, we'll make a right turn.
All right, we have a right turn with a bike lane. Consider it a lane. Do all the steps. Signal on, mirror check, over the shoulder. If you do not do those steps for a bike lane, in many instances they will critical error fail you. Bike lanes are a big deal, especially in these urban settings. California's a lot of bike lanes now.
At the corner, left turn.
All right, another lane change coming up, or a right turn with a bike lane.
At the corner, right turn.
And I can about assure you, if you don't do this properly, they will give you a critical error. It doesn't matter that there's no bicyclists. You've got a signal. Check your mirrors. Check over your shoulder. Believe it or not, you've got to check over your shoulder for that. And then go over into that lane. Lots of reports of students being failed for that exact situation because they didn't check their shoulder. So as you're in these slower stretches, it's important you continue to show situational awareness, checking your mirrors regularly, scanning left, right, just being aware of your surroundings. That makes a good impression.
At the intersection, we're going to make a right turn.
Alright, here we go. This is a lane change because there's a bike lane. So even though it's just a right turn, you got to treat it as a lane change. Very good. Alright, bike lane kind of dropped away there. I would still do the shoulder check, everything.
I can see.
That's all right. Take your time. The light is green now.
I love this examiner. She's a very pleasant, relaxed person, and that really helps with the vibe in the car and during the test.
We'll make a left lane change.
Alright, so here we're coming up to how we opened the video with that goof up, and we are so close to being done with this test. Literally within 3/4 mile of the DMV here. You see we've got 3 lanes right now, and then that left lane turns into a left turn only lane.
We'll continue straight.
Now we have 2 lanes, but as we go through this intersection, it turns back into 3 lanes. The student ends up in the farthest left lane, and then somehow ends up in the left turn lane, and it's panic time.
No, straight, like the black car. Go like the black car.
Yeah, I'm just in the wrong lane. I'm
No,
sorry
you was
about
okay. You were all right.
Now that should have been a critical
We're gonna
error,
make a left turn back to DMV.
but it didn't have to be.
that.
All the student had to do is treat it like a lane change. Put your blinker on, check your shoulder, check your mirrors, and move over. But if you play it back, the student did not put the blinker on. I don't know if they checked their shoulder or not. But the good news is, this examiner must have been impressed with this student's skills,
Yep, we spent
or was having a good day, or wanted to cut the guy a break, and did not fail the student for that maneuver. So this student ended up passing, had a great test other than that last little incident there at that intersection, and is a licensed driver. You know, I like to say these videos can help you with your nerves and what to expect on the test, but there is no substitute for behind the wheel practicing, so make sure you spend plenty of time practicing. If you've enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and share with your friends. Thanks for watching.